on, guys? It is Jaden and our resident expert Caleb over here with Fantasy Tomorrow, and it is time to It is time to talk Week 14 trades. We know that some people are past trading, but we also know that some people, like if you're in a dynasty or a keeper league, then you guys can still trade, and we are here for you. So with that, Caleb is going to go on ahead and tell us if there's any players we should be targeting in trades if we are in a dynasty or keeper league.
Yeah, so there's actually quite a few that I think you should trade for at this point in the season. First, Lamar Jackson for the Baltimore Ravens. Now, his value is probably lower than what you would normally expect it to be, just because he hasn't had that great of a season. But I think the future is bright for him in upcoming years, and I think he is somebody that you should trade for now while his value is relatively low. Maybe his owner's kind of down on him because he wasn't able to carry their team to a championship this year, but I would try to get him if you can out of value. Now, Cam Akers, running back for the Rams, is also somebody I think that you should trade for. He seems to be finally securing that lead back role for the Los Angeles Rams, and I think he's going to have that role for years to come. We saw what Todd Gurley was able to do with the Rams offense back a couple of years ago when they made a Super Bowl run. I think Cam Akers will be able to do similar things in that role going forward. I also like J.K. Dobbins for the Baltimore Ravens. If you can trade for him, I think he is going to eventually be the lead back for the Ravens, especially if they decide to move on from Mark Ingram, who is getting a bit older. If they want to get younger at that position, they absolutely can, and J.K. Dobbins is a stud. And then also finally, DJ Shark, wide receiver for Jacksonville. Now, he's a second-year receiver. He's still young. He's had a down season. We all know how talented he is. And the reason he's been down this season is because he's been kind of injured, and he's been dealing with inconsistent quarterback play. Well, next year, he's likely going to be playing with either Trevor Lawrence, if the Jets mess up and win a game, or with Justin Fields. So I think that either way, DJ Shark's value is going to go up. He's going to be more productive in the future with one of those stud rookie quarterbacks under center for the Jaguars.
Well, with that, I can't tell if you're rooting for the Jets to mess up and win a game or if you're still rooting against them, but either way. Are there anyone that we should feel okay with trading away in Week 14?
Yeah, just these are all kind of running backs that I'm not very high on, either for currently or for the future. First, Melvin Gordon, running back for the Broncos. Now, he's just been super inconsistent. He still finds himself in a timeshare with Philip Lindsay, who to me looks more explosive, and I like Lindsay a lot more than Gordon. And I think he's just going to disappoint you at some point. He could be somebody that you plug in to your lineup one week, or maybe you're in the championship and he gets you a 0, and you might blame your entire season on him. And for the future, if you're in a dynasty or keeper league, there's just no reason for you to hold on to Gordon right now if you can get rid of him. David Montgomery is a running back who's a bit younger and who has been producing. He has back-to-back weeks where he's scored over 20 points, which is huge, but that means his value is just really boosted right now. I think it's going to come crashing back down to earth. I think that Montgomery just isn't that player that does that week in and week out. He's been inconsistent all season, and you just can't count on him. I think you should trade him while his value is so high coming off of those huge performances. And then finally, Todd Gurley for the Atlanta Falcons. Now, he's been aging very quickly. He's been injury-prone the last couple of years. He's just not the same running back that he was a couple of years ago. And his value this season has just been completely propped up by all of the touchdowns he was getting. And with that Atlanta offense just not looking as explosive as it was earlier this season, it's been kind of coming back down to earth a little bit. They haven't been in the red zone as often. They haven't been as efficient, and that's hurting Gurley's value. So I would trade him while you can, and for future years, I don't think Gurley has hardly any value at all.
Okay, guys, so go out and trade for those teams that aren't only going to win you your league championship this year, but has the chance for success years down the road, okay? Please like, comment, and subscribe so we can keep bringing you guys this league-winning information. And with that, we are going to say see you later to Caleb, and I'm going to let you guys know that this is Fantasy Tomorrow, where we're giving you the information to learn today and win tomorrow. See you guys next week.